Hello. So, welcome back. So we left off with... Let's log in first before we say anything. Okay. We left off with this weird error, and then I awkwardly ended the stream because it was midnight or something. So... what was this? Find one and update. What's that thing? Okay. So, update user. There's always bugs. We'll just put dot. I tried to fix tests this morning, a few tests, but that will take way too long, so I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, so partial user. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to type user ID here. Like that. I mean, we can try this. Object.assign. Let's say if we send like a... Okay, I was gonna say if we send like run validators or some weird function, it would be a severe exploit. But we're gonna object.assign user, partial user. And then we're going to await user.save. Now, object.assign, it's probably some bad... As long as we know what's going in partial user, we should be fine. But yeah. I just wanted to edit that. Hello Vlad, hello Zero, hello Realtrix. So, when we update the user presence, we're doing this when we ready up. So I think it's here that we're doing this. Look at that. Okay. I mean, do we have to get self here, or can we just user.update? I don't know. Maybe I can update, so I could type like this, and then don't know why I type that, partial, and then I do this. I'm just trying to simplify this code a bit, so we don't have to get self. It's a bit, I mean, if we do get self here, we shouldn't anyway, so we should do this. So wait, user.update1. I did add some more music, by the way, so more of the same. Okay, so I'm just experimenting with some function here. I think we can use update by ID in these model wrapper classes. Instead of using mongoose, we can just do it like this. It's just an idea. Like that. And then we return. But this returns a we don't even need to return it. What? Okay, it does need to shush a bit. Wait, is there an update query or something? Yeah, update query, and then we can type user self user document. Is that any good? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. And now we can just type in here. There we go. Although we generally do need the user, so I'll probably use this somewhere else. Yeah. Hello, pork chops. Do I have to update your Discord clone whenever you end stream? What do you mean? What you do is you can git pull origin, and then whatever branch, so new, git pull origin new, if you're using this website repo as a git remote, and that will get the changes. So yeah, that's all you have to do. The git clone isn't working. I've logged in at VS Code. Yeah, one monitor. Which git clone? Oh, do you mean git clone? Okay, if you type in a VS Code terminal, it should work. But if you type it outside of VS Code terminal, it won't work. So if I type, this won't work. If I type it like this, username, but if I type it in here, it should work because I'm logged in VS Code. But yeah. Update by ID. Okay, so today what we're gonna do, it's not like yesterday. We're gonna add roles. So we're gonna add roles. Now, we need all the permissions. Where are the permissions stored? They're not in there. They're stored in permission types. So these are all the permissions we need to either get rid of or implement. So the voice ones, they're for later, but they are a thing. So we're going to implement not the voice ones today. Reactions aren't a thing. So admin, so these ones here. Audit log isn't yet a thing. It is not an essential feature. So we can implement these ones. Now, mention no. So we're gonna get rid of some of these, like add reactions, that's not added yet. Or it's not added. So manage roles, manage channels, yep. Ban members. So we need to be able to, yeah, ban members, that's not a thing yet. Create invite, yep. Nickname, not a thing yet. View channels, okay, so these are the permissions we're going to add today. We'll try, yep. That's the plan, I guess. So, view channels. Now we need some permission thing. So, we need permission service. And we need to check has permission, like view channels, and this returns a boolean, and then we can have like, that's it really. So has view channels, boolean, and we put a guild ID in, and then the self user is used. Entity state.auth.user is used, and then we can get the members. Okay, so return is owner, is admin, or combined role has permission. Now how we did this in accord.app/website. So how we did this on the old version is, if we go into source, so services. So we add perm service here. I mean, we can copy this pretty much. There's nothing stopping us from copying this. We have a guild service. Yeah, we can just rip this code off, I suppose. Easy peasy. That's what this rep is here. That's why we made this, really. There's nothing wrong with doing this, because we made this in a creating Discord, I think. Now, we don't go into backend, we go into services here. Make a perms.ts. Paste that in. And I'm just going to add service on the end, and add service on the end. And this is just going to be called perms service, because perms is shorter. And we're going to, obviously it's not going to be fully working in this case. So we want to get a guild here. Okay. Let's read chat. If it says git isn't recognized, make sure you're not using PowerShell, because PowerShell seems to break. So select default profile, something that's not PowerShell, and make sure git is added to the path as well. Hi Raise, hi Druv. Okay, so we're adding permissions now, again. So we need reference to the store. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out how we're going to get access to a store. Because what we want to do is, we want to use this class here. We're going to fix these later. Just replace lean here with entity. Okay, so get guild roles here. Yeah, I'm going to replace the API whilst we can. Better code. So get guild roles. Wait. I mean, I guess we can use this from... Yeah, we can. Get guild role. Get roles. I don't know. So in roles, where we store roles. In guilds. I think we can do it in guilds. Yeah, we can. Get guild role. Need to put an S on the end. And then we can type get guild roles. But that's not going to work. We need access to a store. I guess we can put a constructor called state or store. I want to see what this .store has in store. There we go. So we have the right methods. Store.getState, yep. So this .store I guess state. We could do with state, actually. And then we put in this state. Now this is conceptual at the minute. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, so we can find a member here, and then we get a member as a response. Or undefined. Get self member. Oh, that's get self member. Okay. And then we type members here. User. So get self member. We can type members dot find where m dot user ID equals user ID. And now we can type and then put this dot state in. So now we've got reference to the self guild member. If no member for whatever reason, throw new type error. Member not found. Okay, so we also want to get the guild, so get guild. And then pass in this state. Guild.owner.it. Okay, that was some old code. Get total perms guild ID. I'll read chat in a minute. Yeah, we don't currently have a website for it at the minute. $10 million subs, probably not. Hi, Pixel Watt. Welcome back. So we're gonna get the member here. We're adding a permission service that checks if a user has permission, if they can execute something, if they can do something in a guild. So we're copying that from the old UI. I did build it a bit weirdly. What can manage So requirement, I'll call it rec perm, or prereq, yes. So get member. So if we just want to get a normal member, what we do is we get the member, type in a user ID and a guild ID, pretty much. Okay, so members.find, we also need m.guildid to equal guild ID. There we go. Yep. And then for get member, so we want to get a member in a guild, what we do, we don't need all that. So we type members, and we type guild ID. There we go. And that should be entity.guildMember array. And then we just slap in the state. Don't know why I said slap, but there we go. Prereq. What the heck is a permission string? Okay. So if this can prereq, so can manage, basically they need a permission to do something basically in a guild. And this is if they can manage another user. So what should we call this user? Managed, the managed ID, I don't know. Managed user. Because someone is being managed here by the current user. So self.id. How do we get the self? Well, this.state.off.user. And we can call this self. There we go. Or we can just do that. I think I did test these to some extent. I think I did test this one in here. Okay, I didn't. Never mind. I think I was going to test it, but I didn't for some reason. Okay, so can punish. Managed user ID. And then we just need prereq here. I'm actually going to do this. So it's that way around. So get member. Yeah. I already messed it up anyway, so now I fixed it. Okay, so managed user ID. And then get self member here. Get guild. I'm not sure how good of a solution this is, but we'll find out soon. I mean, are we assuming that the member's found? Okay. So what I'm going to do with this is export it. Actually, no. We're going to keep it like that. Okay, so we also need get guild roles. This.state and then filter. Guild ID. There we go. Can you tell me how to point a domain at VS Code? I don't think that's how you would do it. Do you mean like you want to statically host a folder? Because all VS Code does is open a folder to be edited. So you might want to like host that, and you can do that for free if you have GitHub pages, if you use that. If you want to host like some HTML, that's how I'm doing it. So if we go to echo-dot-app/website, I'm hosting like some random index.html here. And this is done with GitHub pages for free. So yeah. I just made that. I don't know why I made that. I think it's just a placeholder. How many subs do you expect by the end of 2021? Not many, to be honest. At least 2K, because the growth rate has slowed down since last year. Because I stopped streaming a lot. Hi from Russia. Hi Devil Fox. Well, I always wanted to learn JS, but my brain doesn't work pretty good. Well, just you gotta start somewhere, really. Your brain doesn't have to be that good to do it. But yeah. If you're learning it for the first time, you could start with Python or something. Python's very simple. That's where I started. JS is also good, but it's more like explicit, and I find JS is more trustworthy. Like, you know what's... Like with Python, you don't know where the errors are hiding. Because it's so simple. It's too simple. But with JS, it's a bit more... I prefer JS, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not as simple as Python, but it's like the right amount of simple to be usable, really. Although Python is still good. It's using AI as well a lot. AI uses Python. They're a bit too obsessed with Python, even though you can do it in JS. So what have we got going on here? Cannot find name user ID. Okay, so this is an old error, I think. Hi Hydra. Visual Studio theme is Horizon. Somewhere up here. It's this one. Hi. Oh, I already said that. I started with JS. That's interesting. I mean, JS isn't too complex. I mean, I started with Python code, like hello world applications, and then for proper applications I just went straight to C#, which is a more advanced language. And then what I did was, I think I 3PG v1 at some point. So I built this in 2018 or something. I started it in 2018, so this is C#, and I use C# to build like with Unity games, and yeah. So this is like TypeScript. If you recognize that this is very similar to TypeScript, let me show you. These methods do the exact same thing pretty much, but they're in two different languages. So we've got get and add. Yep. And this is a type constraint. There's no type constraint here. So these are pretty similar because TypeScript is very similar to C#, and they were both made by Microsoft. So that's cool. So if you wonder why I use TypeScript a lot, is because I used to use C# all the time, but yeah. You could also start with Java if you wanted to. Java and C# are quite similar. C#'s it's not the best language to start with. It's more intermediate, I'd say. But the thing is, you gotta start somewhere. JS or Python, probably. Just anywhere. So, yeah, I'd say I started with C# properly. When I was making proper applications, I went to C#. But for like school applications where you had to build something that you didn't know what you were building, Python. Because everyone had to use Python at my school. And we weren't allowed to use any other language. We were forced to use Python. So it wasn't really a choice. Where did you learn? I started with a YouTube tutorial series for C#, and then I did, I was still a bit confused, so I took another course on it, and then quite a few courses on C#, and then I learned that, and then decided to learn web development, and that's how I found Node.js. And then now I just use Node.js and TypeScript. I used to not like JS. I thought it was pretty bad. I thought it was bad when I was first learning it. But then I don't know, I just got used to it really. It's because it's a dynamic language and not a static language, and it's kind of rough to go from static to dynamic, or the other way around. And TypeScript is a static type. I kind of prefer static types because they seem to be more type secure. Less things seem to run more smoothly. But yeah, subjective. Okay, so what's going on here? We're fetching entities, cool. I think the user's supposed to be updated at some point, and then it's failing here. So let's log that, because we actually want to get onto roles. We did have the perms service here. We need that. Everyone has the everyone role by default. Just keep that in mind. So everyone has everyone is everyone. It's amazing. Okay, so we have user update. Now we're gonna log the args. I'm not sure what's coming through. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. It's code I put in yesterday. It's quite funny. So we have user ID. So users. Is this the problem here? So payload.partialUser is not undefined. We're gonna log the user. This is banned code in Redux. You're not allowed to do side effects. I don't care. I'm putting a side effect anyway. Let's see. I want to see it. We're just debugging. That's what we're doing. We get a proxy. What the heck is a proxy? I think we're trying to do something that's illegal. Right. So that's not allowed. For in. Key in partial user. We're trying to change the laws of physics, basically, of IMA, which is not a thing, so we're not allowed to do that. We're gonna have to do it this way. So user key equals partial user. See if this works. Nope. What do we do if it's undefined? So if no user, return null. Return users. Let's see if that fixes anything. Well, presence updated anywhere? Let's see. Users updated, and what happens? Yes, that's what we want. So object.assign doesn't work, apparently, in IMA. Oh, we're doing it everywhere, aren't we? Damn. Wait a second. Okay, so that updated it in the users array, but if we look at the user array... Oh, okay. I guess that works. Well, it seems to work everywhere else. which is a bit strange. It says we're online, so what if we do it this way? Let's undo that good code. If we did it this way, what will happen? Are we still online? Yes. Okay, that works. Cool. I started with JS2, no JS on top. Yep. Hello, funny face. Object.assign, yep. That's the way to go. Keyboard. This is my keyboard. It's very loud, so you can get loud ones and you can get like quiet ones, but I'd say we have like a Honda jet engine. No, we have a Razer Black Widow XT. Seems to have gone down in value. But there we go. I'd probably get a quieter keyboard, because it's almost louder than me. We're gonna have ADAM9 today. ADAM9 2. Avatar Sky. Cool. Okay, so we said we were gonna add permissions, so we've added this permission service. Now let's add our first permissions. Now I'm gonna add a friend. So we're gonna log in ADAM9. Here ADAM9 is. So, oh, there's another ADAM9. We're all gonna be ADAM9. Now there's 3 ADAM9s. We're gonna have some big server here. Oh. Goodbye. Okay. So we're part of this server. I'm not sure if that worked. Okay, so we joined a guild, but what happened? I think we joined on this account, yep. But we're not appearing as a member, so we're gonna add this somewhere, so they're just ideas, aren't they? Fix. If join guild, member not added for client. I think I'll buy the Black Widow light. Okay. Oh, it's a silent version. That looks pretty cool, actually. Detachable cable, okay. Now we're going to open roles, role settings. Okay, so let's start off with view channels. Okay, everyone role, where is it? So what are the default permissions? Okay, so we're going to add the default permissions first. So view channels is a thing. And we'll just start somewhere, so view channels. Yeah. Channels, even though we can't actually edit this. Let's edit this, actually. Let's use MongoDB to toggle these before we add guild settings. Because we want a way to actually debug that we're doing it right. So we've got roles open. Let's get the right role. So guild ID. And then we get this. Let me just delete this trash. Okay, so I did say that when we join a guild. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, so when we join a guild, we need to add ourselves to the guild. We're not actually receiving this event. Give me a sec. Okay, so this is why we use an invite code. Now we don't actually... Actually we do want this, because if we omit guild member add, then we are joining a guild. If we omit guild create, then we are creating a guild. I'm going to change things up a bit. We're getting a bit mixed up here. Where I am anyway. So we're going to create a member in this. So guild member add is when... Okay, no, I'm just going to keep it like this for now, even though it is confusing. They both do separate things. But yeah, we should be omitting this, and then, but we should also client.join the guild ID. Now let's see if that fixes things. So let's leave. Let's delete this. Okay, so we're going to join the guild back and see. Give me a sec. So we're going to join it back. Now, there are 2 Adam names, by the way, there's not 1. There we go, yeah, there are 3 actually. 3 Adam 9s. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, we're not getting them now. Okay, hold on a second. Let's... Okay, apparently there are 4 ADAM9s now. Way too many. Overpopulation. And we're already in the guild, it says. Okay. Again, this filter unique thing is messing everything up, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, there are 3 ADAM9s. Cool. It thinks this one's online, but it is not. How to connect the domain at VS Code? You don't. Hold on. Okay, so how to connect your domain. Basically the folder, you want to get the folder and you want to host it. If that's what you're trying to do. There's a lot of tutorials out there. I mean, saying that isn't going to help, because there's a lot of tutorials out there for hosting, but usually you'd host a folder of HTML files, or you'd host a server. Like, we're doing both at the same... Technically we're hosting 2 servers right now, because we're running 2 servers on certain ports. And if your server's on port localhost and then a port, so if you go to localhost then port 4200 in my case, what I'd do is I'd open up the IP settings if I was locally hosting it and port forward it to my main IP, which I'm not going to type in, and then I'd use a DNS service to map that IP to a domain name using an A record. It's not that easy to understand, obviously, so you'd have to watch a tutorial on that if you wanted to actually self-host it. Or you could use like Glitch or something. Probably not Glitch, like StackBlitz, if you wanted the everything's done for you kind of thing. And yeah. So what StackBlitz does is it lets you actually use like a VS Code editor online, like a cloud-based one, and it lets you host a website with it. I think, or is it REPL-it? It's REPL-it or StackBlitz, one of them. Basically, I think you can host dclone with it, although I've not tried. There's probably a way. But yeah, just an idea. Just an idea. Okay, so why are you impersonating ADAM9? Wow, unbelievable. So if we go offline here, what happens? Ow! What happens? If we refresh, this is what happens. Nothing. That's silly. Okay, it says this user went online, but if we go offline again, I don't know why that happened, by the way. Oh, now we're offline. I think I had to refresh for it to work, because I wasn't connected. Was that the case? Maybe. Maybe it was the case. But there we go. So, online, offline is a working thing with the API. There we go. So, what did we just add? So I think we just added that guild member thing. We fixed that. So let's log that somewhere. So I'm just gonna prepare a bug to fix. It's always gonna be bugs. So what can we do here? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna commit this. Yeah, we fixed. Yep. Okay. Channels, sidebar content. Let's actually do something. So we're gonna filter c.map, filter c dot. We're actually gonna make a permission service here. Perm, we're just gonna call it perm service. Because perms is annoying. I mean, it's a general permission. Oh no, here it comes. Here it comes. The dumb errors that... What have we got? So... PMMWH, what the heck is that? So it's this. That's not good. Export namespace, okay. Okay, namespace is not working with React. Hi Pedrex, hi Crazy Access, hi Sky Donald, hi RCL. We've run into a problem where React does not support types, namespace, for some reason. Is there any way around this without having to change the entire app? I don't think React does TypeScript very well, so... Okay. Babel. Oh, Babel will allow export declare. Is that correct? Oh, but silly. Yeah, but how are we going to use these permissions? We can use ambient types, but we can't use namespaces. Yeah, so declare namespace only allows to export types, normal, yeah. But we want to export values. One solution is to hold on. Yep, rescripts. Oh no. No, because we're already using something. Rescripts. React Krakow rescripts, because we're already using something called Krakow. We're gonna Krakow use namespace. Is that a thing? CIA, whatever that is. Yep. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. React app rewired, we're not using that. No, we're not using that either. My brain hurts. Let's see. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, so nothing too exciting this error, but yeah, what we're gonna have to do is not use this const. Now, how do we... Okay, I'm gonna have to experiment with this. Yeah, there's no alternative. What the fuck? Alternative. Okay, well. I think we broke TypeScript. Now, here's why we've broken TypeScript. Okay, so this works. This is supposed to work. But, okay, so we can set a property to an enum. But if we do this, const b, and then set a test to an enum, it just breaks. But we can set it to a class. That's fine, but we can't set it to an enum. But when we do it this way, we can. I don't understand, but if that's how it's going to be, then let's do it that way. Oh dear. It's so silly. That's what const permission types. Okay, so we can do this. Permission types dot general. I hate how we'd have to do it this way, but expression. I mean, actually, we can do it this way. Oh my. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, that is silly. How does that work? I don't understand TypeScript. Oh, we can't export types though. Oh. I'm just learning, sorry about that, I'm just learning TypeScript for the first time, so sorry about that error. Oh. We're doing something very strange, but as long as it works, it works. I'm not sure how it's gonna break things. And yeah. Oh no, but we're using namespace. Oh no. That's a rip. Oh, no, they don't even do enums. We don't even do enums. Okay, scrap that. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while. Might have to end the stream because it's quite painful. But no, we need to use this in React. We need to use enums in React. Like, we need a way for this to happen. Otherwise, use enum in React. Well, we need to use enum in React, or so we don't have to switch to Angular again. No, not in React, mate. Use enum in React, but it's just not working, is it? Use enum in React. React enum's not working. Oh god. Const enum my enum. What? Yeah, it's a problem with create React app, like Krakow, enum, namespace module. Sorry, I don't understand this. React. Okay, so we need something like this. Can I just add this to Krakow? Wouldn't that be so good if I could just add this to Krakow? This Krakow, just no one uses Krakow, so... Should we just install it and see what happens? I'm gonna do that. Krakow Babel plugin. Okay, so apparently, what are we doing to cause this error? When did this error get introduced? Okay, so it got introduced when we imported permission types. Oh dear. Permission string, that is. Permission string. Permissions.all. Okay, okay, so what will happen if I did this? Let's see. What if I put this in here? What would happen? We're about to find out. Okay. Why does it not work? If I put this namespace in the service, it works. I did see something about isolated modules. What I'm doing is I'm searching the wrong question because I'm very new to React, which isn't a lie. Quite new to React. So Krakow. Isolated modules. React. Okay. I think it's called isolated modules. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's called. That's weird. I mean... okay. I probably have to put that ask a question somewhere. Okay, React import namespace does not work. I don't know, that's another dumb question, isn't it? Is it this, or is this not gonna work? Okay, we'll just find the solution for this later, but we just found a little workaround we can use. Importing namespace files does not work. Okay. I'm gonna ask question. Importing module namespace module. Wait, does this apply for all TypeScript files? Let me find out. Testing 123.ts. Console.log. No, just const a equals number 1. Let's see if we import a. As a test. Will that break TypeScript? Nope. But if we set this to t, and t is an enum, does that still work? Okay. Put this in a namespace. Testing. Export enum. And then, now I think it's when we use, if we have testing 1, 2, 3, and then we have t. Okay, so if we const a equals, I'm just learning TypeScript, how it handles it in a minute. We're gonna export a type called t123. T equals, we're struggling to break it. I don't know, we'll find out it later, why it does that. Okay, I'm just gonna take an emergency break, so to revive my brain cells. Hi Druv, hi Alex, yes, I do remember you. Hi Mr. Dev. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay. Hello. Hello. Okay, so sorry about that. So we were like handling a painful error. Maybe it wasn't painful, but it's gone because we did this. Basically, if we import a namespace, import namespace from does not work in React. Cool. So we managed to bypass that one. Yeah. Create channel test. Don't have channels. Oh, okay. So let's look. So channel. So sidebar content. We've implemented our first permission here. Add first permission. So it's not currently working yet. Okay. So if guild owner ID is member, so we're gonna log member and guild, see if that's gonna work. Okay, so good, it does work. The service idea did work, I think. This has permission. False, false, false. So it's prints false twice here. So, has permission get total perms. So is this one working correctly? Zero. Okay, that's the issue. So get guild roles. Let's look at that. Oh, it's empty. That makes sense then. So why is it empty? Are we not actually fetching the roles? Oh, okay, so the issue is filter unique doesn't work. And this is the last filter unique. However, it does mess up things when we rejoin a guild. channels up here, but if I do this... What? Them roles are empty. Okay. So we want this to work without roles being empty. Okay, now they're not empty, so I think that works. Let's try with channels as well, so we don't duplicate the channels. Leave, so we leave the server and then we rejoin. Oh. Okay. We only just rename them. So if this array contains... Okay, so if it doesn't contain... But then if it doesn't contain, it's not going to show anything. Good. I think that's the solution, Renee. So it has to be unique. So we filter the payload. So every time we fetch a guild, we filter the payload. Wherever the... So... And we filter them by... If the payload contains any existing roles, then we don't add them. And this should apply for users as well, and members. Users. And guilds. Okay. Yep. So what that did, if we leave and rejoin again. Okay. So it doesn't work for 2 ADAM9s. Okay, so when members added, there's no members, we're not removing a member when we leave the guild. So now when we leave and rejoin, so guild delete. We're not getting a guild. What's happening when we guild delete? Okay, only that. Yeah, we don't want this in here. Let's try that again. Okay. Hello, Owen, again. Nice, Alex. From Poland. I think it's like 2 hours earlier in Poland, something like that, 2 or 3, which is interesting. Everyone, yeah. Yeah, so we were dealing with a very awkward TypeScript bug with React. It's kind of a bug, really. So when we import permissions, when we import this file, it breaks the app. But when we actually declare the file in here, then everything just is fine. So yeah. So the problem with this is when we leave and join, we get an extra member that's added because we're not cleaning up. When we leave a guild, here, we're not actually cleaning up our mess that we made. So we're not typing members.removed where we should be. Do we have to... Oh, wait. We have to dispatch this. Wait. Guilds.deleted args. Why am I not... Hold on a second. How does this even work? I'm not even dispatching it. Oh, there's 2 guild deletes? Oh, okay. That explains things. Oh, we were listening to it twice. I didn't realize that was some noob code right there. Some noob... Still being added. Members deleted. Okay, members removed. Okay, no difference. Interesting. Oh no. I don't think we should throw a type error. I mean, it does tell us what's going on. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to put this right here, so that that shouldn't happen, right? Yeah. But if I put this right here, then this is what happens. When I refresh. So I have to put this right here and load all objects before. Okay, so we've implemented view channels. Let me demonstrate that we've implemented view channels. So we've got guild ID here. If I put permissions to 0, uh-oh, we can't view any channels. Now, message box, we're going to go to message box and we're going to disable it. Yeah, I'm gonna make a get placeholder. So, if this return so it returns that. Else if props dot, don't even need an else if. So, if can, no, if permission, can send equals perms, so we're gonna use perms here. Make React hook. That would be interesting. I mean, we could use something like use permissions. We make it our own, like, custom... Oh no. Okay, we're gonna make a React hook to do. So, let's make a new thing called hooks. Oh, would you look at that? And then we're gonna make use perms, and that's a... That is a... Let's see. It's gonna be a hook. And then, yeah. SFC. It's gonna be an SFC, I think. So we have use Well, it's just going to be a function, to be honest. That's how it's going to work. So we have perm service here. And then we use a React hook in the React hook, I think. That's how it works. We'll find out anyway if this works. So this returns a permission service. Perm service, sorry. And then we're going to return perms. That was really, wow. So much. I don't even know. Okay, let's see if that works, or we need to tweak it. I think it's seems a bit too good to be true at the minute. It's a bit simple. So perms can send messages, guild ID. How hard is that going to break? We're about to find out. Message box 85. It's actually seems to be working. What? The placeholder hasn't changed. Okay. So if cannot send, then return nope. Nope. So we're gonna return you don't have permission. You don't have perms to send messages in this channel. Very descriptive. Or insufficient permissions. And then we disable it. Now I'm not sure if we can do that. Disabled equals can send. Cannot send. Yes! And now if we add permission 8, watch this, admin. Refresh. Pretend that worked. Hey, okay. Permission 8 doesn't work for some reason. Okay, so that React hook works. That's crazy, but we're not complaining. I mean, it's just a function, really. That's all it is. So in perm service, yeah, this file that needs to be fixed. Well, I suppose that kind of works. Why is it saying cannot get slash? Because there's nothing there. If you go to /API/v2 or v1, whatever, if you're using accord or declone, it will be different. Then you shall get the API, but this is only the API. If you go to 4200 when you've hosted it, you should get this, which is using the front-end project. Now, channel perms haven't been implemented yet. That's a thing for the future. That was very delayed. Okay. Which ADAM9 is typing? That's okay. Let's take another screenshot so far. Okay, now we're going to disable more permissions. Let's do that. Now we're just going to put this number we're going to put this number down. We're going to say we need it for future reference. And we're going to put it in here. So we might also add this to the message box. So we might add cursor not allowed. Can edit, can send, cannot send, and cursor not allowed. So there we go. Add cursor. Okay, so we've added these right now. So view channels. I'm going to do this. So we've added view channels, send messages, yep. Read messages. Let's add read messages. Oh, okay. Hi, Nukavan Studios. How do you open this with a keybind? That's kind of weird. Okay. There we go. Now if we put this to 1096, whatever number we had it to. 109696. There we go. Which one's this? This is read messages. Is this better? View members permission. Why can't you see my message? I don't know. What language? This is TypeScript. Okay. Oh, that is great. Okay. So not everything works like that. Redux OP. Okay. Okay, let's add another permission. Already added a few channels. Create invite. Hey, missing permissions, create invite. What if we 1096.9? And then, okay, we can still send messages, not good enough. That shouldn't be a thing. Can access channel. That should be a thing in TypeScript. Let's randomly test this. Nope. What? Okay. Empty message. Validate can channel.guild ID. Okay. And we're going to use promise.all here. Nope, we're not going to use promise.all here. Walls has permission. Oh, because we're the guild owner, aren't we? Okay. That does make sense then. And we did give all permissions. No, that shouldn't say insufficient perms. Because we're the owner. Who is... Oh no, the owner's offline, aren't they? Log in as the owner if I can. Oh my days. Okay. Owner. Be cool to have a display channel which can allow you to link a website or display some text in the channel. I like that idea. Display channel. So like you have a channel and then you put whatever you want in this content, like a kind of like a readme.md of the thing of the guild. I'm gonna have Discord ideas, and then we're just gonna have viable ideas up here. Incentive to sign up. I might put that in OK ideas. I don't know. Ideas that Discord stole. So which one's this? Display channels. Readme.md. That'll be interesting. And simple to add. Because all you do is you create a channel. And then channel type is display. There should be enforced like text channel names. What? Oh, look at that. If we get rid of A to Z, then we can't use uppercase. Watch this. Now we try and use uppercase. We get this. And then we just get invalid name. Channel validation failed. I really like them error messages that we added yesterday. They're quite cool. Now, they make the app look high budget. I mean, you could have a try-catch here. I don't see the point of doing that. I just want a better error message. I mean, the error message is the other one's a bit low budget because I don't like this. But invalid name is fine, but this is a bit annoying. I forgot what I did there. Okay, so we've added. What did we add? Create invite. No, we're just gonna add that. Guild CTX. Guild menu. Nope. Guild drop down. I've got an idea. Oh no, it's not a good idea. Okay, we're just not going to display it. Hidden if not can invite members invite can invite will have equals. Okay, so can't use perms. Yep, we'll add that. Huh? Should be a guild here if we're using a guild drop down, I assume. And then we write can invite. I mean, we could even have it here. And then you can create an invite. You shouldn't be able to create an invite. Missing permissions, create invite. Still there. And not works on. Okay. Forgot about that. Cool. Yeah, so only we can create invites, so what language do I select? What do you mean by what language? Whichever you want, really. What do you mean? What language for what? What are you trying to do? Right, it says it's cool to have a display. Oh yeah. I have 100 subs and 0 vids. Good for you. That's pretty cool, actually. Rise says, and maybe some other channels like a dash channel. Okay, the dash channel idea is interesting. I'm going to put that in OK ideas. It's not as good as display, but dash channels. Let's see. Something like a web integration for channels. So a developer can insert like their own channel. You can make your own like type of channel. I'm putting it in OK because we've got too many ideas at the minute. But web integration for guild channels. So something like you can, yeah, it's like a Twitch widget, if you've ever seen a Twitch widget, or an iframe. They can insert like an iframe channel, whatever they want in a channel. It's an interesting idea. Will this be hosted for people to use? Eventually. It was hosted for a bit, now we're working on a new UI. A gallery channel. Gallery channel. It'll be interesting if, I think dash channels could like add that. But a gallery channel. Images and images in a gallery. Okay. What is the icon pack you are using? There you go. It's paper, I believe. How's Accord going? Okay. Oh, in REPL, it depends. JavaScript or TypeScript, I guess. What's the best web dev language? That's subjective. Whenever you upload a video, it gets sent to a channel. That's a webhook. Okay, so we're gonna add this. Kick members, yep. Let's add kick members. Okay. I tried to kick someone there. What happened? Okay. Oh, it's this again, guild drop down. Unknown user, look at that. Okay, so I guess we've added kick members now. Manage channels, let's add manage channels. Channel menu. So if so perms.can manage channels guild ID, and there we go. Can we manage the channel? Adam9. Oh no. Delete channel. Did that actually just work? Oh my days. Channel delete. Okay. By the way, that noise that you can hear, it's like pigeons having a fight right outside my window. If you heard that. Make help channel, there's help from guild offer. That would be a display channel probably. Maybe a way for bots to be made. A bot maker. I think you could just install a bot that someone else has made to do that. To be fair, but I don't know, maybe that's a bad solution. Okay, we should not be able to manage channels. Perm service, okay. Yeah, we shouldn't be able to manage or delete channels. so 2 channel delete. Oh, that should not be a thing now. Validate can. This is not thrown an error. Why? Log can. Okay, I will be right back. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Tell me to fix it says slash. It's not a bug. If it says cannot get slash, it means your API is working. Cats channel. Just a picture of cat images. You get cat XP every second you look at it. A tuber gameplay bot. What's that? What a simple RSS system for channels. I can't log into Discord because I don't have a phone at the minute. So I just made another Discord whilst in the meantime. But yeah. What? Okay. Okay, so we can delete channels for some reason. Okay, so we don't want to manage channels. Manage roles, we'll add that later. Manage guild, so we... Okay, let's see, Adam9, that is the owner. We're going to call this user the owner, because it's more explicit. And not owner, just member. I know there's so many guilds here, but we'll fix that later. Testing 1, 2, 3. So this is the member, goes into guild settings, and then tries to do this. And then something happens. The guild actually updates. That is a boo-boo. Boo-boo, boo-boo. Invite guild update. Oh, this is going to have so many errors in it in a minute when they load in. Oh, look at that. It's a lot of errors. Oh, there's too many errors. Oh, the mock. Okay, have we fixed that now? Oh, I believe I did this morning. So yeah. Okay, so there just are no voice channels. We're just going to remove everything to do with a voice channel at the minute, because they're not really a thing. Yet. Do you know you can pip3 install Discord? Is it Ajax? It's called hot reloading. I think, anyway. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this. It's kind of redundant. I think we should test that and see what happens. So, what were we just testing? That was WS guard. Oh no. Well, Ajax. Does it refresh when you save changes? It doesn't refresh the page. It just refreshes the HTML content. And that was changed. Hi Indian Biryani. Hi Kill Me JR. Hi Thomas Dame. Okay, so welcome to test. Now, WS guard doesn't seem to work every time. It's very inconsistent. And this might be because of roles, giving a weird, very strange response. So, create channel. So I'm going to type manage channels here. Okay, what are we getting in the console? Just numbers. Now if we create one, getting a string. Okay. This is a very complex expression here, but we want to replace that with validate can 1 1 2 like that. See what happens. IC members, not quite IC members, but okay. Don't want to IC members, but manage channels, we don't want to do that either. There we go, and then we replace that side quotes like that, and then we Oh my days. Okay, I'm gonna have to end the stream in a few minutes. Okay, we have to end prematurely this stream, but I'll finish this roles thing offline and prepare it for next stream. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.